But I love my haters. Love my haters.
Intone Production.
I'ma keep being me until the end of me. Cause can't nobody do me better than me. Ambition in my heart and fire in my eyes. And no hope.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Robino. Welcome back to the Late Boomers Podcast. I got my boys with me here.
What's good, man? It's your boy Richie Poncho.
Back at it again. It's King Lee IV.
You already know it's motherfucking J to the breezy.
Alright, so we're back with another topic. Now, this topic has been thrown around for a very long time. You know, people who are legendary rappers, and some rappers are just great. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes just because you're great don't make it legendary. You know, for me, legendary is more of making an impact, how you change the game. And there's some rappers that are legendary that no one really talks about. So, how do y'all feel about that? What rappers you think are legendary, and what rappers you feel like they're great, but hasn't really hit legendary status yet?
Legendary to start off. I'm just gonna put it out there. T.I. is a legendary.
I agree with that.
And that's just a simple fact. T.I. has done so much, not for the hood, but for like people in general. He went from an East Coast rapper to a West Coast rapper. Simple. And yeah, you can make all the faces you want, but he was in Atlanta before he was over in California, and that's a simple fact.
We're talking about T.I., right?
Yes, we're talking about T.I.
Okay,
T.I. has officially claimed to be a West Coast rapper. He started making songs with all types of different people on the West Coast. And yeah, think about it.
Wait.
That's how I know you don't listen to him. T.I. switched up. He went from Atlanta is on the East motherfucking coast. He switched up and went to California and claimed to be a West Coast rapper. He made songs with...
We're talking about T.I.,
Yes.
the Atlanta rapper.
The Atlanta rapper claimed...
Don't you mean New York? Because you know he said he used to go to New York and Atlanta.
And
When
he
the West
also,
Coast?
yes, he went to West Coast. And that's
When?
how I know you don't listen to him.
Wait a minute. When is this? I want to hear this.
He has branched so much, it's ridiculous.
I don't really
He
hope we don't
made
get too
a
many talk about
whole
you.
mixtape like about the West Coast and talking about how I was born in Atlanta, but I'm over here. And he did a song with DC Young Fly. He did a song with a couple of niggas.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna play it for you.
What are you talking about?
Because I'm a
Hold
T.I.
on, wait a
I'm a
minute.
T.I. fan.
But how does that make him?
got-
Okay, but how does that? Wait, hold on. How does that make him legendary? What makes
I'm
him
not saying that's
legendary?
what makes him legendary. I'm just saying you want to talk about people that has done a lot. He's done a lot.
Yes, I know he's done a
an
lot,
actor,
but
rapper and all that shit. Like he's done so much.
But
He's
T.I.,
ridiculous.
he
And
started
he's
in
one of
the-
those ones that he started in the penitentiary. If you want to talk about what's starting in places.
okay, yes, but what I'm saying is what else makes him a legend though? Like what
the
makes?
fact that he touches people in ways that other people can't. As simple as that. When he started rapping was before some of the niggas in this room were born. That's a simple fact. And he's still relevant to this motherfucking day. And on top of that, he has his own label. He has two actually. He has Grand Hustle and I forget the other one, but he has two different labels that he owns him personally. He has a TV show now. He has
Hustle Gang.
He has a couple different movies. And on top of that, it's like he doesn't just rap. He's been in pop music. He's been in rap music. He's created trap.
But
That's a simple.
But here's the thing: the only thing that makes T.I. legendary to me is because he started trap music. That's what makes him legendary. The other stuff, there's so many rappers that have done what T.I. has done too, though. It doesn't mean that every rapper can be legendary and great.
They haven't done it in the way that he has.
Yes, there has been rappers.
Nobody in the game has started where T.I. started, and it's still relevant to this day. And you cannot say that. Only other person that has started, only other person, in my personal opinion, is Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne is the only
Lil
one
Wayne will always be
between the two. Who else is like them? Who else started where they started?
It doesn't matter where you start.
No, it doesn't matter where you started.
It doesn't start. It's all about impact too. What did you do to change the game? There's a lot of rappers that started. There's a lot of rappers that start up in the hood and then get money. That doesn't make you a legend.
He created trap.
That's it. That's the only thing T.I. has done. T.I. is legendary for creating trap music. He made trap music.
He's one of the people that everybody looks up to as a rapper that made it.
I disagree.
And a rapper that is still going on.
I disagree. I think Gucci Man.
Gucci
Man, to me,
Gucci Man is
more. It doesn't matter. He's legendary. Gucci Man is more legendary than T.I. in Atlanta, in my opinion. Every rapper that has come out has always fucking Gucci
on many occasions.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Gucci is the king of Atlanta.
Gucci
is the king of Atlanta. You gotta be kidding me.
No.
Gucci is the king of Atlanta, in my opinion. You know why? Every rapper has said we go.
If you say
all the rappers,
Georgia, if you want to be like that,
all the rappers, they will say, "Yo, Gucci."
Matter of fact, Ludacris will be the king of the South.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Luda, matter of fact, if you think about Luda and T.I.'s career are very the same.
Okay.
But
So let me ask you a question.
and to be honest with you,
would you claim Ludacris
And then you got-
as a motherfucking legendary?
no, I would not. No,
Okay,
I wouldn't.
But
But that's what I'm saying. And I like Ludacris over Ti. I like Ludacris over Ti, but Ti is more of a legend because he created trap music.
And that's a
Ti,
fact.
and that's all he did.
That's not a fact.
That's all he did.
That's not
What else
a
legendary
fact.
has Ti has
He's one of
done?
those people that made being like not being a hood nigga all the time real. Like he made that okay.
There's a lot of rappers that Jay-Z's done that.
What nigga?
Jay-Z has done that.
He started this shit. Jay-Z is
Jay-Z, just because you come from the ghetto does not make you a legend. What
You ain't been
what
listening to what I'm saying.
impact? I am
said,
listening to what you're
one,
saying.
He created trap. Two, he's one of the niggas that has made not being hard all the time fucking okay.
Kanye had did.
He
What you talking
opened that
about?
up. Kanye was
What
never
you
hard.
mean?
Kanye was never a
Kanye
tough
made it
nigga.
cool not to be hard.
No, it's not. Kanye
That
was
doesn't
never
make
a
it.
hood
T.I.'s
nigga.
only legendary is
Kanye
to
was
make trap
never
music.
I will say it as many times as you want. T.I. is a hard. He came from something that Kanye West didn't come from. Yeah, he struggled. Don't get me wrong. Kanye West
But
came out the hood, but Kanye West was never a hood nigga.
Okay,
for real.
but that's what makes
T.I.
Kanye a
was.
legend.
T.I. turned
There's
everything
so many
around.
rappers that
He
came
went
from the hood that
he went from
changed
shooting-
themselves.
He
That
went from
doesn't-
having two different sides. He made an album about
Jay-Z.
two different hymns. He looks in the mirror and argue with himself, and that album was fucking platinum.
right now.
Yes,
there's
with
so
it.
many rappers that came from the hood.
That argue with themselves
That
and
been-
made an album that went platinum? Are you
Oh my
serious?
God.
T.I. versus
There's so
T.I.P.
many
is fucking legendary.
Help me out here, guys. Help me out here. Help me out here.
I mean, you can keep still talking about T.I. and T.I.P., but I think like from a legendary, you got your mainstream, what they think of legendary rappers. I'm gonna just throw this list out because this is what everybody says. You got Biggie, Tupac,
Okay, right.
Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, and for people that really don't, they give them a low blow kinda. For some people, I would say like Mos Def, Talib Kweli, and there's a couple more that Andre 3000 himself.
What has he done?
But that's what I'm saying. I think those guys you're saying, I think they're great. Biggie, no, wait,
Okay,
okay, Biggie was a legend. What was the other one?
But if you want to talk about it,
Hold on.
Because it's
Okay.
Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z,
Okay.
Tupac, and Eminem.
Okay,
Those are the
Biggie,
mainstream
Jay-Z,
ones.
Yes, those guys are legendary. They have legendary status. They all came
all he
from
did was opening up for white folks.
who?
Eminem.
That's
all he
one.
really
Okay,
did.
but like,
But Eminem also. But that's what I'm saying. But no, I put Eminem up there as a legendary.
I'll give him legendary status because
Yes.
he did a lot. Don't get me
He
wrong.
did a lot
But
for
all
hip
he did
hop.
was opening up for white
No,
people.
and no,
He
he
changed
brought
the
us
game
50
for white
Cent
people.
too. He brought us 50 Cent after 50. Look, nobody wanted to fuck with 50.
That's a fact.
He touched 50 Cent. After he did that, man, 50 went on, which makes 50 a legend also. But
G,
I know what you said,
was the shit.
Biggie. You said Biggie. Of course, Biggie's a legend because
But
you know the whole New
only
York.
reason I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a Biggie and Tupac fan.
Yeah.
Simple as
Tupac's
that.
a
My
legend
thing is,
too.
The only reason they're legends is for the simple fact of during their era, who was touching them.
That's what makes them
Their
a legend.
beef is what made them legendary.
Nah,
Their
not
songs-
just their beef,
there's a-
the music
yeah,
too.
I mean, yeah, the music too. A lot of stories that they have. But when you think about Biggie and Tupac, what do you think about? What do you go to first?
I would say the beef.
Okay.
I would say the beef.
When you think about them, that's the first thing people think of. There's kids nowadays that will be like, oh, Tupac. But when they bring up Tupac, who do they bring up?
Biggie.
They will never say, oh yeah, back when Tupac was rapping.
when
making his own
there's
music.
when there's one rapper, there's always another one that rivals them at the same
Yeah,
time.
which-
Or they're either rivals, or they either work together, or they're doing the same thing but going and might meet up at one end. I like
and,
Mos Def.
Like
Like,
Meek Mill and
Yeah,
Dr. Dre.
but the problem I have with Mos Def, he's not legendary. I think he's
I-
great.
yeah, I can
Okay.
Great and legendary. That's what I'm saying. Great and legendary are two different things.
But like, okay, for Mos Def, back in like what 1999, he started for hip hop. He opened up hip hop. I think with Talib Kweli, like for like because back in that time there were like shootings and like police
Right,
brutality and
okay.
all that stuff. But he opened hip hop to all that to let them recognize that we recognize what's going on. We understand that there's always all these things going on. He even did movies, acting, poetry, things to bring together like communities and to make them grow. Like I say that's good because like most people don't really be doing it. They just talk about it and say I'm giving back. But like for somebody to open up hip hop and to band together 41 artists for the 41 shootings that even happened, I say like come on, like who that's
I give him. I mean, I didn't know nothing about because, like I said, I'm not a Mos Def fan. That's why I'm trying to think why he's a legend. But I guess if you say he did all that, I guess that makes him a legend. I don't know nothing about it.
It's like I can agree with this situation because Talib Kweli, I mean, he's one of those people that rappers nowadays talk about as he wasn't as good as he thinks.
No. Listen,
Like,
I think
a lot of people talk about, like, for example, there's a song right now with the most lyrical kid of nowadays of 2018 is Corday, the one that's a part of what's it called? This group. Damn, what is this ugly ass little kid's name? He was in the Swerving Off the Paint song. He made that.
Yeah, you talking about?
Blind young boy.
No, he's not even young.
Talk about Namir.
Yeah, but Namir and all them. Out of his group, Corday is the most lyrical and the most thought out rapper. But he even said in one of his songs, he made a song about rappers that fucked it up for the new rappers nowadays, and he shouted out Talib Kweli as one of them. As one of the niggas, bro. Like,
okay, but he's kind of young though. Like,
I mean, but
young dude.
you can be young,
I can
but
understand.
your brain. For example, he's 21. And he's talking about what's called Corday is 19. A 3-year difference ain't gonna hurt shit.
Yeah,
Not
cause
even
like,
a 3 or
cause
2.
I like all my old music, cause like
Yeah.
where it really started for me was like
And that's where it started for him.
it was cause like that's all I listened to, especially when Snoop Dogg he
Snoop
is
Dogg
still
legendary.
my favorite, like to this day.
Snoop Dogg
I do
legendary.
not
I know
care
you may not like
for
Snoop.
anybody.
Okay,
Yeah, I know why you don't like Snoop
I'm
Dogg,
not the
but-
biggest on Snoop Dogg either, but
But-
he is legendary.
But come
I mean,
on
I
now,
can
like
give him- I give him
him
legendary, but
him with
still.
Dr. Dre, and then like
Yeah.
him making all them songs with them, even though he didn't really fuck with what was his name, Suge Knight like that.
Yeah.
For those reasons, you
I
know.
didn't fuck with Suge Knight though.
Huh?
And Suge was a part of where I was from.
Yeah, Suge,
Like,
I
I
mean,
don't fuck
yeah.
with Suge Knight. Suge Knight shaky as fuck, and that's a simple
I
fact.
think the only problem with Suge Knight I have and with him was I just wish he would have just stopped being gangster all the time and started really, because look, he really
But the
changed the
thing
game.
is, it's
He
like-
really changed the game. I wish
Yeah.
because he could have really helped the community. out.
He was starting a
The way
revolution.
he pushed all those labels, he could have helped out so many artists. That's what makes me mad about it. I'm like, damn man, you could have
But he
you
was
could have
focused
really
on
controlled this shit and be like, yo, these are my people.
But the thing is, he was
'Cause people
controlling
was scared of
himself. He was controlling himself though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he wanted
couldn't
too much
change-
power.
He couldn't change himself for that fact.
If
he would have changed who he was, he would have been dead.
if he did the same thing, he wouldn't have been in jail or anything like that. If he did the same thing that that Top Dog did for Kendrick Lamar's label, if he did the same thing that he did, take himself like he's like, okay, the money is not always killing and selling and buying is in the music.
Yeah.
So if he did the same thing like that, I say he'll start a whole revolution of things like that.
Yeah, which is sad because he could have did that, but he.
I mean,
he
Suge
wanted
Knight
power.
was, for me, he was just too worried about what for himself, for real.
Yeah.
Suge Knight was too much of a self-made nigga. That's just a
I
simple
agree.
fact. It was anything that anybody else wanted, he wasn't really there for. He was
Yeah.
about himself, and that's where he fucks up with the legendary status for me.
And speaking of Suge Knight, that after listening to a Snoop Dogg story, he said that Suge Knight gave him everything, but he said Master P probably is definitely one of his biggest mentors. Snoop Dogg said that because he said that because Master P said that not Master P, but Snoop Dogg said that Master P taught rappers how to make money.
And that's a fact.
And he said, man, they were pretty money. They were like, no, these guys, Master P taught him everything. Master P definitely deserves to be in the legendary
I'll
status.
give Master P legendary status.
He may have been a terrible rapper. All those songs and albums that he
Terrible
made, I mean, it was bad. But you have to respect what he's done for the game. And for him to come out, even after all the gangster shit, he even did shit with fucking Little Romeo, did a Nickelodeon thing. He kept going
And he did
after
the
he
college
stopped.
Jam. And the
The
Man,
college.
Talk to the podcast.
Go ahead.
Hey man, Lil Boosie and Drake,
You think they're legendary?
legendary.
Yes, Lil
You
yes.
think Lil Boosie is legendary?
Lil
Oh,
Boosie.
man.
Lil Boosie is legendary?
He influenced the
influenced.
South.
He
Yeah.
no,
all the
he
rappers
didn't.
Lil Boosie.
No, he
Lil
did
Boosie-
not.
No, listen.
Niggas like T.I. influenced the South.
No, listen.
You gonna talk about
Reason
T.I.,
why I know-
Ludacris.
Who else is from?
Gucci Man influenced the South more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
T.I.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not-
yeah.
no,
Gucci
I'm saying
Man
y'all
is-
talk.
Wait, stop, hold on, wait,
T.I.
stop a
Oh
second.
my
Okay,
God.
wait, okay.
T.I. influenced Gucci. Simple fact.
I'm at this, well, you know what? Listen.
T.I. influenced Gucci.
And
When you
that's
think of
what I'm
trap,
saying.
Wait, stop. Hold on one
The whole
second. Okay,
chain.
hold on, stop a second. Okay. Little Boosie, a legend.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to disagree
He
with you.
influenced the
I
whole
can't
South.
hear you.
Like,
No,
Kodak.
listen. I think
You're not even from the South.
Listen,
Don't talk to me about the South.
okay, if you're
But
from
I
the
know
South, I understand.
music.
Exactly.
I'm talking about
know
worldwide.
everybody
legendary.
say Lil Boosie.
No. Listen. I like Little Boosie.
He
I
influenced the
respect
best
Lil
rappers
Boosie.
though. That's what you call
What are you
legendary.
talking about? Who influenced?
Who he influenced? He influenced Kodak. He influenced.
I think people
all
like
these
Little
new
Boosie.
rappers.
I think Boosie
No,
is.
no,
Okay,
Kodak is not the
listen,
best rapper.
Again, we're going back
Bro,
to great
the
and
best
legendary.
one of the best
I think
rappers.
Little Boosie makes
It's
great songs.
He's great.
I think he's awesome. I respect him, but
He's
he has
not
not
legendary.
done anything legendary.
He's
He
not.
has
no.
not.
That's
Maybe in the South, if you went to fucking
Probably
Louisiana,
from
of
the South,
course they're gonna say that.
Probably
But
from the
worldwide, Little Boosie, people will say, "I like Little Boosie."
Okay,
they're not gonna say
he said Kodak Black because Kodak Black from Florida.
Let me just say Drake, because like y'all didn't say his
Drake
name.
is legendary.
Even though he like one of the most
At this time.
Drake, no,
Like, who's
no,
been-
no. Drake,
Well,
Drake has
look,
solidified himself to
give
be
me-
legendary.
Like, I'll be like this. I'll be real about it. Cause me, I'm a Meek Mill fan wholeheartedly. So when
Yeah.
they was beefing, you already know where I was at. But my thing is, without all of the personal feelings, Drake, I give him legendary for his time,
Yes.
for his generation himself.
Not even-
I can give him that. I can't, as a rapper and as a whole, I can't give it to him.
Now,
I can't.
okay,
I can't.
the reason
I
why
can't.
he's legendary is for one,
It's this generation.
he made singing and rapping cool. He made it cool. Even
Oh,
though there was
yeah.
a lot of rappers before him that did it, Drake did it in a way to make people go, dang.
Let me just talk
Maybe
about
I
that
can
Take
do it
Care
too.
album.
Oh yeah, Take Care.
That whole like.
I won't
I'm not
say
gonna
the-
lie
I'll
to
say
you.
the whole album,
That shit
but
got
I'll
like
say,
12 songs.
Yeah.
At least half of the album was like on the Billboard top 100,
And I definitely
like top
agree with
10.
him.
Like no, actually I
definitely-
can go back and look up the statistics. That shit was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But
Drake.
I'm
Like,
and
the
not-
whole-
and-
But I'm gonna give it to you
and-
like
and-
this.
and-
Drake came in a time where rappers were changing. And
Yeah.
that's why, in my personal opinion,
But he fueled the change,
He's
though.
legendary,
Yeah.
but he's not.
The-
He's the reason. He's that gap. It's like you always have the hard rappers and the singers. For example, back when Chris Brown first started, it was Chris Brown and who else? Who was the only other rappers during his time? He had niggas like fucking
That Jules Santana.
yeah, like Jules Santana and shit. When Chris Brown first started singing, that was him. He wasn't rapping yet. It was Chris Brown singing. Then Jules Santana and niggas like them. Then that's when they kept coming up, and that gap that filled it is Drake. He's the only nigga I know that made, like you said, singing and rapping cool.
He made it cool.
He fit in between. And Chris Brown is a great mother. No,
But to be honest,
a great mother. In my personal opinion, Chris Brown's legendary. Simple fact.
but he's not. Well, I can say Chris Brown is
Because
because
Chris Brown made
something about Chris Brown.
He made R&B popular.
Listen. I will agree. Chris Brown does not get the credit he deserves when it comes to rapping. Now I don't know if people writing his raps, but I like him better than Drake. I will say
I like
that.
Chris Brown better
I
than
feel
Drake.
like
What the
Drake.
fuck?
No, listen.
Are you crazy?
Listen. Look.
Like I like Chris Brown too. I'm
Okay,
not gonna
listen.
lie.
And Chris Brown is legendary because after what he been through,
Yeah.
that still be. Look, I try to hate him that much. I hate Chris Brown. I hate him. But you know what? He makes so much good music. I gotta give it to him.
Let's
Yeah,
talk.
facts.
Let me talk about Chris Brown real quick. I think Chris Brown is legendary, but I feel like people won't see it that way because that whole little Rihanna shit
Fucked
fucked
him
his
up.
career.
But that
But
makes him
still,
legendary because
people-
he's still
No,
popping.
no, it doesn't.
When
Yes, it
he
does.
came up
Let me
with
tell you-
Fame,
let me tell
We
you.
came
Man,
out with Fame, niggas
yo,
was hating.
Fame was
Yeah.
heavy.
Niggas was hating.
I'm a Chris Brown fan, so I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna lie on this topic. Like, I think he legendary. Personally, like, it's my opinion. I think he legendary. Even though I think he could be like, I thought he could be bigger. That little Rihanna.
Yeah,
shit,
he
Because
would've been
people was
better.
really
He
hating.
didn't have that time with
People
Rihanna,
was
he
really
could've
hating on his music for no fucking reason.
No one's hating on this bitch. That dude's still popping. Every time I
No,
say
he
it,
was, but it was people.
But
that
no, yeah,
wasn't
you got to
really-
think about it. Cause
like,
I'm a Chris Brown fan.
Yeah.
I
I
fucks
like
with
Chris Brown too.
hard.
I hate
And my
the dude,
thing is,
but he makes
I
good
agree with what he's saying because Chris Brown during that time with Rihanna, there's a lot of people that were just
Yeah.
like, you know what, I can't listen to him no more because he put his hands on a female.
His
But that
platform.
nigga has made it surpass that. He's the only nigga I know who can put his hands
Because of the
on a
mixtape.
female and still
Because
be hard.
I'm not
Look,
gonna lie.
the
This shit
mixtape was saved. That Tiger Fan for Fan mixtape saved Chris Brown.
No, it's not.
Yes, it did.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Listen.
Chris Brown-
Deuces. No, listen.
Deuces is one of the hardest songs that nigga has
Dog.
ever made, but it did not
You
save
gotta
him.
give that mixtape props though.
I can give it props, but it didn't save him.
It
Chris
did
Brown
save him.
Chris Brown saved himself.
Because no,
He
listen.
did save
Brown
No,
saved himself.
okay, come on, you gotta agree with me
You
now.
try to
That
say-
Fan for
Hold on,
Fan
wait.
mixtape.
You can't say Tiger like is helping out.
No,
like,
he didn't.
You
Well,
can't.
I wouldn't say that.
Chris
but,
Brown told
but,
him to get on the shit because that was his best friend. He didn't even
I
ask.
was thinking
I
about
don't
it.
think
'Cause I went to a concert for it was a Chris Brown concert, right?
No, I didn't
And-
want to see Tiger.
And like Tiger was the opening act. The opening
Chris
act.
Brown is the what?
And the
main
people were barely
attraction.
there when Tiger was up.
And I'm a Tiger fan. That's
Yeah,
So like,
I
yeah,
think
I like
you're-
him. I like him, but like he's not.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that, but I just feel like that Fan for Fan mixtape was a good
Nah,
mixtape. I feel like it was good, but it helped Chris Brown, and then because look, because the first album he came out with after he did the Rihanna thing was that Graffiti, and nobody was messing with
What
that.
are you retarded?
Nobody was messing with that
Graffiti's
Graffiti.
popping now. Like, what are
Okay,
you
now,
talking
but
about?
back when
Graffiti was hard as
no,
hell.
listen,
Graffiti saved
it may have-
himself.
No, it didn't. Graffiti only sold 300,000. No one was messing with him.
And it's still selling. That's the thing.
Okay, right now. Okay, so
what?
what?
We talking about? We on R&B singers now? Like
No, well, you're the one that brought him up. I'm just
I didn't
saying.
bring him up. I said shit
I'm
about
just
Chris
saying,
Brown.
When
Legendary.
you brought out Drake, that's what brought the conversation
true.
to
Yeah.
Chris Brown.
But
'Cause
Drake is a rapper. So
Yeah, okay,
Drake's
okay,
not a
okay.
rapper.
All right. We'll talk about Chris Brown. But back on Drake. The reason why Drake is legendary
He's
is
a
for
singer.
one because he made singing and rapping cool. Plus, back to the Meek Mill
put
situation.
everybody else on.
He put people on.
Who he put on?
All
Who
the
the fuck
niggas
he
on
put on?
OVO? And then
Nobody
OVO.
over the dog.
No, he put
Actually, no.
all these
Actually,
niggas he
wait.
put on.
Actually, wait.
All these niggas he put on.
Only person
Hell no.
he put on Lil Baby for a fact.
He definitely
He
put
put
on
on
Lil
Lil
Baby.
Baby.
Yes, I agree. He put on the Migos.
No.
Yes, he did. Drake put on the
No,
Migos.
he didn't. Migos
Man,
was popping
nobody
before
knew.
Drake.
Nobody knew.
Drake
who
was
Migos-
popping
I'm not
before
gonna lie.
Drake. I said Drake was popping before Drake. No, Migos was popping before Drake.
Please tell this
What
man.
y'all- don't get me-
Listen,
look,
Robert,
listen,
hold
don't
on.
get me
Stop.
wrong, 'cause I'm not.
Robert, please tell me.
No, fuck
you
that,
did not
'cause
mess with the Migos until that
I
song
was-
he did to that was it for that what was it?
What are
Not
you
Gucci,
talking
not
about?
Gucci. The what's the
only,
song?
yeah, see, look, you don't even listen. Versace is the only song.
Yes, the Versace song. When
Versace.
he did a Versace song
Nah.
with Migos.
I listened to
Migos
them.
was
I listened to
popping
them
before
before
that.
that. I listened to them before
Exactly.
that.
Come on,
Like,
man. Y'all
but
lying.
Versace
was
was
popping
good.
Versace was good.
You
But-
gotta be kidding me.
And then you gotta forget, Migos made that song before Drake was even on it.
Okay, but once Drake
He
got
was a-
on
that
that
was a-
song, he became more
That was a
popular.
remix. Drake became more
Hey, he
popular.
put
Yeah, he
No,
did.
Drake was
Drake-
already popular.
Are you stupid?
Drake was already
Drake
popular.
became more popular after
Drake,
that fucking
but
song.
again, this is
Migos
what
was
makes no.
popular
Listen,
before that.
this is what makes Drake legendary. He's able, just like Jay-Z does, just like
To get on damn near anything.
Yes, he'll get on what's hot right now, and he made them hot. Migos was not
He
popular
made
like
him
that.
no.
I didn't know who the
They
Migos was
made-
until Versace came out.
made Drake hot off of that song. Migos song, they have so much shit before that was fire. Emmett Smith.
So when Drake
Fucking-
came
they
on
made a
the
song
song,
about Hannah Montana,
people-
and that shit was fucking
But
hard.
Versace came out before Hannah Montana.
Are you stupid?
But
Nah.
Versace came
Hold
out.
No, it didn't.
It didn't come out.
Hannah Montana
Okay,
was out
okay, but it became
first.
popular. Versace became more popular than Hannah Montana.
But
Once
Hannah
Versace became
Montana
popular,
put Migos on the fucking
And then Fight
map.
Night.
They talked about a little girl, and they on the map. Emmett Smith, a fucking football
okay,
player.
but at
on
the same
map.
time though, you cannot deny Drake knows how to keep himself relevant.
I
Not
can
only
say
that,
he keeps
not-
himself relevant, but you can't sit here and say that he put the Migos
and not
on.
only
That's not
that,
happening.
he beat Meek Mill. Even after,
Alright.
and that makes him even more legendary.
But can we
Now, hold on,
pause?
listen, hold
No,
on. Wait,
we
no,
gonna
no,
talk about it.
Let me
We
finish.
gonna-
Let me
alright,
finish.
I'm
Let me finish.
Well, we gonna
He
talk about it.
not only did he beat Meek Mill, because back in the day it was all about being a street rapper. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Meek Mill was gonna beat Drake, because I said, this back to the 50 Cent and Ja Rule thing again. Because usually street dudes, when you usually win. Drake proved.
Drake isn't
I'm
a
a
street-
creator. Hold on, let me
Drake ain't a
finish.
street
Drake came out with the hottest song. He made a song for the clubs. He came out probably one of the best freaking diss songs ever. The song was in the clubs, yo. Look, just think, me and Meek Mill have to go to the club and listen to that song because it's so hot.
Now look, this is where I'm.
That's
telling
why
you, 'cause
he's
this is-
legendary.
This is why I think you.
Hey,
one of
G,
those-
I ain't lie to you. I think MGK made the best diss song. That shit was crazy. I don't even fault MGK.
MGK
He got a diss song,
towards-
okay.
So,
That diss
towards
song was
Eminem.
But we'll talk about diss
Yeah, that
songs
shit
later.
was
Hold on,
crazy.
we'll talk about diss songs later.
Hold on,
Hold
wait,
on,
wait.
we'll talk about this
So,
song later.
like, I know
That shit was crazy.
you live in the era where
But Killshot.
where most of them niggas is you gotta
Yeah.
you listen to Killshot.
Killshot was hard.
Killshot
I ain't gonna
was hard. I
lie.
didn't
He
listen to
murdered
You,
that.
you gotta listen to Killshot.
I mean, it was-
Before you say that to this song because you gotta go back
His shit was better. I don't even
because
gotta
you
listen to it.
got Nas and Jay-Z. Ether?
No,
you-
listen.
Jay-Z
that
murdered
shit-
that nigga.
that
over
shit
me.
was-
Yeah,
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
murdered
did.
him. But
Murdered that.
Yeah,
nigga
like,
on me.
even
That's the
though-
only nigga Nas
No.
lost to.
Nas-
That's the only nigga Nas
Ether,
lost to.
he was in his ass on Ether. Ether, I swear. I was
Okay,
He
but
was,
Ether-
but Jay-Z
listen,
kept coming out with
listen,
shit.
Listen. Only reason why people like Ether because it was aggressive. Jay-Z was spitting facts. That's why I agree with you with the MGK. MGK was spitting some facts, though. Eminem, I kind of knew what Eminem was gonna say. I make more money. That's why MGK.
But he didn't just say that though. He talked to him like he was a son. Oh my god.
But listen,
he made
no,
MGK.
but
That's a
listen,
fucking
no,
fact.
but listen though. If
Hey,
you
you wanna
really
know
think
what's
about, if you really think about what Eminem, with Eminem, we knew what he was gonna say. Yes, I made more money than you. Yes, I'm like it
I
just
made
gets to
you.
a point.
I made you. I created.
Because all right, think about it. Because Eminem, he's waiting for any and everybody. Because in
Matter
an
of fact,
interview,
this was his first time Eminem even rapping against a real rapper.
No.
That's
That's not a
how I
fact.
beat you.
That's not a fact.
no, because like
Niggas are scared of Eminem.
yeah,
Big,
alright,
shoot,
Big
I
name-
feel like
big
I
name
feel like
rappers-
Cats. No, listen.
Big name
the
rappers
only reason why
said
Eminem,
in interviews they would never fuck with Eminem.
because
That's
they
a
don't,
fact.
because they know that their fans are gonna. Eminem, matter of fact, Eminem can say whoopity whoop whoop, and y'all motherfuckers be like, oh, he
But
beat
see,
him.
that's where you
Let's
know.
be
That's
real.
where you- that's where you
Let's
know
be
his
real. Let's be
generation,
real. I like
because
Eminem.
is a
I
rapper.
respect
When-
Eminem.
When has Eminem ever said whoopity whoop whoop?
No. I'm just saying. I just think people just love Eminem. I don't think okay. Take Cassidy. I think Cassidy could go up against an Eminem.
No.
But yes, he can.
No.
But again, you guys are so narrow-minded.
Cassidy, because I was Cassidy's fan.
But you guys are so narrow-minded with the lyrics. You guys are so narrow-minded. You listen to Eminem. You listen to anything. And I love Eminem.
That's not a fact. I listen to
Eminem even said himself, if I was black, I would have sold half. You guys would not care if he was black. If he was black, you wouldn't care. If he was black, you wouldn't care. If he was black, Eminem said it in a rap. Eminem knows for a fact he's not as great. Eminem is great with the words. Don't get me wrong. Eminem is amazing. Okay. But I think set him so high because
if hot black rappers are coming to him saying that they would never beat for him
because 90% of the fans is white. 90% of the fans is white.
They said that's not a fucking fact. You're wrong.
White people don't even like Eminem. Are you real? White. 10% is black.
This is how I know you're a nigga for real. Because white people don't even fuck with Eminem.
Yes, they
don't. White people don't like Eminem.
White people buy all the
traitor.
White people buy all the motherfucking
white people love this nigga. They be the main one commenting under the bitch like that.
They feel like he's a traitor.
Wait, no. Because
how he a traitor?
Because listen. When Donald Trump got in the office, Eminem made a diss to him
about Donald Trump,
and he knew
it. But it wasn't even. But listen, we understand it was going to be great. I already know that.
You're not listening.
The message is the black Eminem, and he's not even.
Hosman is the black Eminem. What are you talking about? Hosman is. Hosman is black.
You said Hosman?
Hosman is black. He's a black Eminem.
Absol better than Hosman though.
Who's my point? Why ain't Hosman hot?
And nobody don't even fuck with Absol.
Alright, Absol. Alright, his music is. I like Absol. You know, part of that TD crew. I like all of them.
This nigga like word game is fucking stupid.
Hosman spits better than him. That's a fact.
Man, Hosman. Listen. I just feel like again, Eminem is great.
He's legendary.
No, he's a legend. Eminem is very legendary. But the only reason why is because 90% of all albums sell.
But you're wrong,
when it comes to hip hop, when you go to a concert, they go to arenas. It's 90% white.